Hey, Mr. Sandoval, I'm Ye Huang, and it's my honor to meet you. And I'm your biggest fan, and welcome to China.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, and I know this is your first time in China.
Yes.
Yeah. So, how's your first impression in China?
I will be very honest with you. I was a little excited because this is my very first time in China, and I couldn't imagine how the people gonna react to our music. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm extremely happy. I'm very pleased and happy that the reaction of the audiences has been even more than I was expecting.
Wow, that's
Very receptive, very appreciative, and very enthusiastic.
that's
I really enjoy very much the concert we have been doing, and the people couldn't be nicer.
That's great. So, what do you think about the food you had?
I've been eating Chinese food since I could remember, all my life, you know. In Cuba, by the way, we have a big Chinese community.
Yeah.
For for hundreds of years, we have a big community, and people in Cuba learn how to cook Chinese food very well for many years.
Okay.
And the special fried rice from Cuba is very good.
That's amazing. So, I'm representing all your Chinese fans to want to ask you some question about your life. So, you are very successful musicians, and you've had 19 Grammy nominations and 10 Grammys awards, with 6 Billboard awards and many other honors.
The Emmy.
Yes, Emmy. And as the most influential musician in the world, what was your childhood dream?
Yeah, I would like to mention something that for me is also very important. I mentioned the Emmy because the Emmy is like an Oscar for the television.
Yes.
And it's about a score I wrote for a movie for HBO. And the other thing I should mention, which is extremely important, is the highest award that the United States government could give to any civilian. I'm talking about a Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Yes.
I was a recipient of that distinguished honor in November of 2013. And you know, my childhood was extremely simple. My family was very poor, very poor. And my father was a car mechanic. In my family, nobody was involved with art in general, not only music, in art. Nobody was related or got a kind of inclination toward art. And I was the first one in the family. The first reaction of the whole family was, "What? You want to be a musician? Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind?" And that was the very beginning. But later on, they found out that my decision was irrevocable. You know, I got a strong desire to become a musician. And that has been my life for many years. I played my first gig in 1961. I've been playing music for 56 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's truly amazing.
Yeah.
So, have you surpassed your childhood dream? Have you achieved it, or even did more than your childhood dream?
I'm gonna tell you, I've never been a person who really think very much or thought about the future. You know, I always, all my life, I concentrate mainly in the present. In these 24 hours, I'm gonna try to do my best. Not only as an artist, also as a person. That has been my way of thinking all my life. Concentrate in the present. The past is gone, and the future is in the hands of God. We have no control whatsoever. You know? And I still, you know. But of course, I couldn't imagine that I'm gonna have such much appreciation or respect for my career, for my music, for the thing I have been doing for so many years. I've been extremely blessed and fortunate to have such a group of people who really admire what I do, and they give me, they are nothing else than a big inspiration for me,
Mm.
because the reaction of the audience in my concert, that's my biggest inspiration.
Got it. Okay. So you're a great trumpeter, pianist, vocalist, percussionist, composer. So how did you manage the time, or manage how to practice?
I think the most important thing is everything you mentioned for me
Mm.
is a composer side.
Mm.
Because to be a composer, that's gonna be your legacy. That's gonna be what you're gonna left there for the generations to come. You know, and it's extremely important to put there in paper or in recordings
Yes.
your ideas, your soul, your imagination, your melodies, your way of thinking. It's extremely important for me, and also I enjoy very much write score for movies.
Mm.
I've been doing a few of those, and I enjoy immensely. You know, every time I have an opportunity to write a score for a movie,
Mhm.
it's a huge pleasure for me.
Yeah. So your music include all styles, including pop, jazz, Latin, and classical. So how did you able to mix all the music into the compositions? How did you learn them?
For me, the music is only one,
Mm-hmm.
the good one.
Yes.
Whatever is good is good. And you know, in the very beginning, when I started the music, my first opportunities in terms of music style or genre was playing strictly traditional Cuban music.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about when I was a teenager, you know. Later on, I got a scholarship
Mm.
to get a classical training in the National Conservatory of Music.
Okay.
And I was there for 3 years getting classical training. So far, I never heard any jazz at all.
Mm.
Later on, a journalist played for me an album of Dizzy Gillespie and Charlie Parker.
Mm.
That was it. That turned my head around, and I said, "Oh my goodness, I must learn this style of music because I love it. That's great."
Yes.
And I still in that mission, trying to learn how to play bebop correctly.
Okay. We play a Chinese song called traditional song called Mo Li Hua, and did you like it?
I love it.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you, I sent it to my manager, which happened to be my daughter-in-law as well, and she played it last night for my son and my granddaughter,
Okay.
and they said they had tears in their eyes
Wow.
because they love it so much, and the combination with the pipa,
Mm-hmm.
that was amazing because you know that's the authentic Chinese sound, and I enjoy so much that kind of fusion with our sound and the sound of the authentic, and your clarinet, which is magnificent, very, very, very nice, very nice.
Yeah. Do you know any names of the songs?
Name
Yeah,
of the
like
song?
traditional songs.
Oh yeah, I know a lot of songs, but you know, SON, son. That's the name of a traditional
Okay.
Cuban music, and from there came so many different styles, you know.
Okay.
But the song is the basis of the Cuban rhythm, which is based on the clave. Pa, pa, pa,
Mhm.
pa, 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 pa,
Yes.
pa, pa. From there, everything come, you know, all the rhythm and patterns and things.
Mm.
But it's many different rhythm in Cuba. We got a cha-cha-cha, mambo,
Mhm.
rumba, guaguancó, danzón,
Ah.
son montuno. I don't know, there's so many different kind of rhythms, you know.
Dizzy Gillespie is one of your hero and most influential trumpeter in the music history. So your Grammy-winning album, Dear Diz, Every Day I Think of You,
Yeah.
is a dedication for him. Would you share some background music, background story, background ideas about this album?
You know, the album is probably the first time I name it
Mm-hmm.
a tribute to him, but I've been doing tribute to him for so many years.
Yeah.
Every day I play in Tunisia, and every day of my life I've been playing his music, and I always said he's my biggest inspiration, my biggest influence, And also, he was the very first jazz musician I ever heard. And later on, I was so lucky that I have the opportunity to meet him. When we met, I started to play within a year after, and then I stopped playing with him when he passed away. But I was playing with him for many years, and I learned so much from him, you know. He was a genius of music. He created a new style of music, they call it bebop.
Yeah.
And for me, was a gift from God to have the opportunity to become so close to him. You know?
Yeah.
And I remember him every day of my life.
Okay. The composition you have are massive, including many styles. You also won the Emmy Awards from the composition for a movie. Many Chinese audience also want you to listen to your classical styles.
Yeah.
Would you ever want to, compose a concerto or compose arrangements in the future?
I composed already two trumpet concertos. The first one I recorded many years ago with the London Symphony. The second one is practically new. I played 3 times already. One in the US recently and 2 times in Europe. I would love to come back here in China and play my new trumpet concerto with as many orchestra that could be interesting to put it in the program. And I am very excited. It's a simple piece of music. It's not complicated. It's not how can I say it? It's not too stereotype and kind of a modern music. It's very melodic. Have a lot of melodies, and it's very accessible to the majority of the people. You know what I mean? It's not like this kind of weird modern music that sometimes is difficult to understand.
Yeah.
This concerto is opposite to that. It's very melodic, very melodic. Yeah.
So you have the widest range on trumpet I've ever seen, ever heard. I want to ask you a few questions about behalf of all trumpeter in China. How do you get a range on trumpet? How to achieve the high pitch and low pitch?
And low. You know what? I never ever were concerned about the range or the register or whatever. No, that never been my worry. My main concern or my goal always has been the quality of the sound. That's what I care the most. A good, fat, thick, solid sound. And in tune, of course, the pitch is very important. But the quality of the sound for me is extremely important. It doesn't matter to me if it's higher or lower. If a good sound, I'm gonna love it. Because with a good sound, you play 2 notes, everybody will appreciate it. With the wrong sound, you play 2 million notes and nobody cares. It's important to develop a great tone, a great quality of sound. That's gonna make a big difference. When you open your mouth to say a couple of words, everybody will say, whoa. Understand what I mean? That has been in the way I practice with the regular books that everybody has. I don't have any kind of special. And by the way, people who want to play high notes on the trumpet, they use small equipment and small, shallower mouthpieces. I use the biggest side bore, which is 470 millimeters, and my mouthpiece is what the people use in the symphony orchestra, the big one for thick, big sound. It's nothing. The equipment I use don't have nothing to do with the idea that the people could have about to play high. No. It's I tell you one more time, my main concern is the beauty, the quality of the tone.
Here goes our final question. What advice would you give to young musicians like me who want to be a musician like you?
It's very simple. You must be in love with music. That's very simple. If you're in love with music, you will do any sacrifice. You will do anything you have to overcome any kind of difficulties.
Mm.
I think the passion for music can break any obstacle in your way.
Okay.
And it's extremely important to keep that passion alive. Don't think about money. Don't think about success. Don't think about how much you enjoy playing and making music. And every time you have an opportunity to practice, be extremely grateful. Use 3 seconds and look to sky and say, thanks God. That take 2 seconds.
Mm.
Thanks God. I'm doing what I love, practicing. And your dedication will make the difference. Your passion, your love gonna be so strong that nothing gonna stop you.
Wow.
And the sky is the limit.
Great. Thank you so much, Mr. Sandoval.
Thank you. My
And,
pleasure, man.
Have a wonderful
My
tour in
pleasure.
China.
Thank you very much, man. Thank
Enjoy
you.
all the
And
food.
I'm looking forward to come back.
Of course.
I want to come back to China many times because I love it here. I love it.